Welcome to Dateline Polk with news about your county government. I'm your host, Derek Revere. Today you will learn about County Commission actions from the July 10th board meeting. By state statutes, this is the month the board must adopt non-ad valorem assessments that will appear on residents' truth and millage, known as trim notices in August. First, the board adopted a tentative rate resolution for the 2018-2019 street lighting assessment for various neighborhoods throughout the county. The board adopted a tentative rate resolution and assessment roll for the 2018-2019 nuisance abatement liens to be collected on the November tax bills. Polk County has undertaken a program to improve various properties throughout the county by requiring the correction of code violations for junk, debris, overgrown lots, unsecured pools, infestation, vacant structures open to the public, building numbering, and storage of abandoned or distressed vehicles. When not corrected by property owners, the county undertakes the abatement of the nuisance and may impose a lien on properties where owners have failed or refused to reimburse the county for costs incurred by improving the property. By adopting this resolution, the board is taking the next step required to collect the liens on the 2018-2019 tax bills. The board also adopted the tentative rate resolution for the 2018-2019 Island Club West and East Bimini Bay Utility Municipal Service Benefits Units. This is the first year of a 30-year assessment for both developments to reimburse the county's costs and capital improvements made to the development's potable water, reclaimed water, and waste water systems. Those parcels in Island Club West will pay $280.88, and those in East Bimini Bay will pay $319.82 per parcel. Following the completion of improvements of the water and wastewater infrastructure in the Skyview neighborhood of Lakeland, the board adopted a tentative rate resolution for Skyview residents in the Municipal Service Benefit Unit. This is the third year of the MSBU charge, which will last 20 years. The board also set fees for residential waste collection in unincorporated Polk. These rates will be $144.50 for collection and $44 for disposal, which remains the same as last year. The board also adopted the tentative rate resolution for fire fee assessments for unincorporated Polk County. Rates will remain the same as the current fiscal year, with owners of a single-family residence paying a $191 fee, which remains the same as last year. The board approved a $130,400 land purchase agreement with Miller Fernandez in conjunction with improvements to the intersection of Hobbs Road and Derby Avenue in Auburndale. The plat for the Breakwater Cove development was accepted by the board for conditional approval. The new Mulberry Fire Rescue Station, which is scheduled for completion in November, will begin in the decontamination area following the approval of change order number 4 in Tuesday's meeting. The change order will provide for the area along with equipment and furnishings for about $131,000. The area will be used to store and decontaminate first responders' gear that may be polluted with cancer-causing agents before reuse, and to prevent the migration of possible carcinogens into the living area.
This is to seek approval for change order number 4 on the Mulberry Fire Station construction project. It involves adding decontamination rooms on the apparatus bays, which involves firefighter safety.
A contract to create a reclamation strategy and take advantage of funding opportunities within the expansion of Bone Valley ATV Park was approved Tuesday with Florida Engineering and Design Incorporated. The company, through the approved $155,000 contract, will use its unique professional expertise to help develop the site, create a strategy for the park's expansion through, along with generally navigating the state's reclamation program.
On the agenda item today for the board that just approved it was a contract with Florida Engineering Design to do our engineering, permitting, and some design work for the Bone Valley ATV Park. The county purchased an additional acreage to expand the park, and we're taking advantage of state funds to do some reclamation for recreational purposes, and most of the contract for this will be reimbursed through the Department of Environmental Protection, and this is the first step in the first phase of developing the park for continued ATV recreational use.
An agreement with the Southwest Florida Water Management District for a $975,000 grant for the Lake Gwynn East project was approved. This project will help complete the restoration of Lake Gwynn.
The project in question is the Lake Gwynn East Surface Water Reclamation Project. Its purpose is to restore an historical wetland to provide water quality treatment and habitat restoration. Today, the board approved accepting cooperative funding from the Southwest Florida Water Management District for almost $1 million, a little less than half of the total construction cost. We intend to enlarge an existing portion of the restoration and should begin construction late September, early October.
About 25,000 Polk County utility customers who received a faulty meter will have theirs replaced, and another 17,000 will receive upgrades in the next 4 years following the approval of an agreement with Master Meter Incorporated and Empire Pipe Orlando LLC to resolve AMR water meter warranty claim. The nearly $1.4 million deal comes at a large discount to the county, which began replacing customers' meters in 2012. But a problem was detected last year, which found the meter reading software was draining the batteries of the meters and making them inoperable. The new deal will upgrade 42,000 meters to the latest technology and take about 4 years to fully implement. In other news, Craig E. Burt was reappointed to the Board of Adjustment for a 3-year term that ends in 2021. In public hearings during the afternoon session, the board held several public hearings on a variety of items. Those items up for consideration included a resolution to vacate a portion of platted and unmaintained rights-of-way and alleyways in the town of Laufman was adopted by the board Tuesday. The residents of Buckeye Loop Road will keep their addresses the same following a vote by the board to not approve the name change to Martin Luther King Boulevard. The board and the Winter Haven City Commission had previously approved changing both the city and county segments of Avenue T to Martin Luther King Boulevard, effective August 1st, 2018. The public hearing concerned the road segment starting at the point where Avenue T transitions to Buckeye Loop Road and ends at Dundee Road. An applicant-initiated ordinance was adopted Tuesday that amends the Land Development Code to add the recreation and amusement general use as conditional use review in the Employment Center X Land Use District in the US 98 Selected Area Plan. The board created a new community development district in both Polk County and within Haines City with a vote of approval for an applicant-initiated request. A comprehensive plan amendment to amend the policies to remove specific road frontage criteria and create a more general purpose and intent. This change is meant to help those seeking to build on land that does not currently meet the standards for requiring access to a parcel through road frontage. The board approved the Land Development Code text amendment that establishes criteria for access through an easement and revising the minimum road frontage criteria. The board voted to transmit a large-scale comprehensive plan amendment to change the future land use designation on about 13 acres from residential low to business park center in the transit supportive development area, along with future land use map amendments and conditions. The board also held the first hearings but took no action on a text amendment to the Polk County Land Development Code on the property to amend the list of permitted and conditionally permitted uses and Business Park Center future land use designation, along with considering a sub-district map change for the property from Business Park Center 1 to Business Park Center 2. The board voted to approve the creation of the West Bimini Bay Utility Municipal Service Benefit Unit, which will be able to reimburse the county costs and capital improvements made to the development's potable water, reclaimed water, and wastewater systems. Well, that wraps up this edition of Dateline Polk. To keep current with programs and progress in the county, visit us online at polk-county.net or follow us online on Facebook and Twitter. We encourage you to join us at the next scheduled board meeting at 9 a.m. Tuesday, July 24th. I'm Derek Revere. Thanks for watching.